people?
3 times.
3 times.
Yeah.
And they ask you for something every time?
No, but they give me wisdom every time. And reassurance. They were friends. Yep. Very good.
Like you trusted them.
Yep. It's like looking for like the wolf that you saw and you thought it was there and you go back, you keep going back because you know he could kill you, but you just want to see him again.
You weren't at all threatened by them.
I felt more threatened by them than they felt me because there was 100 of them probably. Look.
Oh, you could see them all.
But, I couldn't see them, but the eyes. I knew I was, the feeling of you get like somebody
Or
watching
someone
you.
looking at you.
Like, more than one there. Yep.
And
so it's like turn the light on, the roaches go.
Did you take any acid before this trip?
No.
Did they refer to you? Did they refer to themselves as dirt people, or did they have something for a name for their congregation?
That's a great question because, I automatically assumed that they were like a gnome and they corrected me because I called them the wrong species of. I knew. I was like,
did you ask them, are you plastic or stone?
No, I was like, so like, you're a little too small for being like a dwarf, okay? Kind of look like a gnome or a hermit. And I'm sorry, I don't want to like offend you. And I'm like, shit. Fucking guy got like red.
Yo, and they're like dangling from trees and shit.
What are you talking about? It's like calling the wrong Indian, are you Cherokee? How dare ya? I'm like, fuck, I'm from this tribe. Well, sorry, I didn't know you were Jewish. I tried to sell you a Christmas tree. Like, how the fuck do I know you're Jewish? You know what I mean? You're tiny, that's all I know. But you know what I'm saying? Same thing. You get it? So anyhow, and this is how we get to the dirt people. Like, no, we are dirt people. And I'm like,
so you never had a problem with them? Like, you never had a little scuffle, like a fist fight with
yeah, because I was cool with it. I was like, okay, I'm very sorry, dirt people. Like, like, act like I know you now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now I understand. And like, so now I keep looking every day. No. All of a sudden, here he is again.
No.
Different one.
He followed you back.
Different one.
He followed you back to Boyertown.
No, I never seen one of them.
One.
I never only in under the man's ears.
They're
not everywhere.
Are there any black dirt people?
I can't say I've seen one.
Really?
But I would have to say that there probably is. Probably is.
How so?
I mean, I'm thinking like, where else you find these guys? Like in if you go down in the coal, where they get they're mining and the gold.
Like in Pittsburgh?
No, like in the gold in California.
Oh,
these guys were the guys that are inside there getting the gold out.
These little motherfuckers.
These dirt people, they're same thing. Yeah, they call them something different.
Well, listen.
Somewhere else.
Here's my thought: is if there's an opportunity, maybe they'll come and check up on you again. And here's what I'm thinking: if they can get the gold, maybe we can make a deal with them.
No way.
And why?
Dude, they'll kill you. Like they'll draw you into the thing, but there's like, they're over there chopping the fucking wood frame as you're standing there. Like they don't want you to take their fucking gold. They're not stupid.
So they're not.
So
that
now all of a sudden you come in there like tank, and you're gonna take.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not
so
saying.
you're
I'll
like
take
over there. They're cutting the fucking wood so it falls on your fucking head. Yeah, they don't want you to steal their fucking gold.
I don't want to steal their gold. I'm just saying that I see it as a business opportunity. That if
you're gonna get it for them,
if they can get the gold, we can sell the gold for them.
No, but they don't want to sell
I think that
gold.
we should take a trip to Northern California so we can talk to them.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know what I mean, but I don't know if they would talk to you. I can't guarantee that.
I'll send you. You're the chosen one. I'll send you up in the hills by yourself.
And give me a note and a picture. And that way they know I'm not lying to them, trying to trickle them. I'm going to be like, well, here he is. This is him.
Mm-hmm.
And
how about you just take your phone and
I
would say take your phone and Lucky Charms box.
Give me your belt, and I will give them as like a tribal thing, He wants
My
to
belt.
give you this as a token of his trust
But
and his.
okay, here's my thing. But you're threatened by these little fucking guys.
Oh, dude.
Like you couldn't
Yeah.
slap one of them with your belt when you got it off.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. It's so deep. Like these guys were around since the Mayans, like, and like.
Did they do anything like crip walk or anything like that?
I mean, these guys could probably walk on water. You know what I mean? Or maybe levitate.
Only one man that can do that.
I believe they could levitate, probably not walk on water. But like, you know what I mean, they can be going there quick. Like say they're not, you actually maybe came on to them, but they didn't really want to associate with you. They felt threatened by you. Oh, you saw the bush.
Are there women dirt? Are there women dirt people?
I never seen a woman dirt people, but if you got many of men, there has to be a couple women. You know, with any
Have you ever thought about the women dirt people?
I don't want to do. You know, I dreamed about dirt people at first, and then it came true. And that is the
Do you think
weird
they send?
thing.
Do you
I
think
knew
that's
it was subliminal, and that's how I
Yeah,
knew. And I went to the Manzias, and there it was. It was real now.
No
And I was
way.
like, deja vu. Fucking, I wonder what the dream is about. I'm like, this can't be real. All of a sudden,
And you go back to the man's age?
I probably shouldn't talk about it.
No,
I
go
kept
ahead.
going back to the man's age.
Go ahead, keep
I mean, if
talking.
you sold dirt people, you're going to go back there because you don't believe it's real. You're going back to Mars. It's real. And then,
Okay.
or maybe not.
Well, tell me what happened when you. I need to know this. Why did you keep going back to the Manzanita trees? What happened?
Because it didn't come to me every time.
So you wanted to talk to them?
Yeah, it's like a cliffhanger.
Did you have to like take some cookies or something?
Hell.
To like.
No, I didn't
Just
take
belt.
anything. I didn't take anything, but I
Did you-
tried to be quiet as could be, and I made sure nobody else was with me. And a certain time at night was more likely. But I think they already knew my mood before I got there, so like. I mean,
So they're mind readers.
I mean,
too.
I had to think about like, well, why ain't they coming out? It's me. Yeah, you know, so maybe I came up with a bunch of ideas of why they weren't going to come out tonight. You know what I mean? Yeah, they're kind of nomadic.
So,
You know.
do you think
But
that
they
these,
only
do you
hide
think these
and
dirt
shit.
people had some sort of mind control over you instantly after meeting you? Like they
That's a very good question.
made you feel
That's
warm and
they're-
welcome.
They're not aliens. You know what I mean?
They're just little people.
And not everybody can see them. That's the thing. Like you would think it's not real.
Yeah.
You know. You would know it's real, but no one would believe it happened.
No, I fucking believe it. My buddy Stevie's telling me about it, man. I mean, I just want to know how we can get back to Northern California
And
and we
actually,
get back
yeah,
on that hill. And I think that we need to cut a deal with these guys,
I never asked them what they really liked. You know.
like garlic or something weird.
Yeah. No, I know they like gold. You know.
Oh, you know they like gold.
Yeah. You'll find. Yeah.
Do they wear like gold necklaces, and pinky rings? And
You know,
shit?
they wear a lot of jewelry on their fingers. You know what I mean?
Like Irish mother or like Italian motherfuckers, right?
Gold. Yep, gold. Yeah. One guy like this, he had like some kind of bone on it. Like, I don't know what that was. It looked like kind of like bone. Maybe it wasn't bone.
But you felt comfortable.
But it was like
You
maybe
felt
Cheerios.
comfortable.
Maybe they were Cheerios.
You felt
They
comfortable
were
at
smart.
all times in front of these dirt people.
Absolutely, I never felt threatened. Except for, I didn't want to like attack him because I was like leery of his word.
What was your thought like
At first.
if you needed to attack?
But
Like
I
you're
also
gonna punt
felt,
them?
but I always, but I just kept feeling this other presence, and even though I didn't really, and then I seen the eyes, like, but couldn't tell where they were.
That's
exactly.
scary.
Surrounding me.
Mhm.
Yep, like wolves.
Yeah.
Like you're in the middle now. Like I believe they're very good hunters and very, very smart. Yeah.
Quiet too. They gotta be quiet.
And they know the land better than you do. They were here forever, you know. And they were tribes. They were like tribes. But they only come out.
Crazy, man.
We only meet one, first. Yeah.
So they sent one.
Yeah,
They
the
sent
second
one.
time.
Do you remember his name? His name.
I don't feel I should give that up. You know, at this point,
Why?
I think it's bad luck. You know.
I mean, me and my
just,
friend,
I
I
feel
think they
like I'd
would.
be cursed if I told you the name, like with our relation, like the things we talk. It's kind of like taking an honor.
Okay. Hey man, I respect it.
Just in case I have to go back there,
You know. Well, I think that we need to go back there, and we need to work out a deal.
But
for
I
the
couldn't
gold.
I couldn't guarantee we could find the exact spot. You know. Or
Is there like some sort of call, like you go into
no.
the woods and you're
Yeah,
like,
it's the thing. There's not.
woo, woo, woo,
Yeah,
dirt
no,
people.
Yeah, no, you can't summon them in, anything like that. Like
They just come to you and they know.
They already know that's
That you're the guy.
reason why you're here, right here.
I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah.
You're out here, man?
Yeah, I'm tired.
And the only similarity that I could say was the manzia trees, and that's where they hang.
They hang
They
underneath
live,
the
they live,
manzia trees.
they hang. How we going, buddy? Yeah, they live near. For some reason, the manzia. But you don't see them everywhere. The manzias, you can be in the middle of the woods, like 300 miles in, and then there's a tribe there.
And you see little.
But you might not see
But
them.
they're like what, this
What?
big?
2 feet, yeah.
Like
I
2
agree.
feet.
Dude, crazy.
Are they dressed? Are they naked? Like
No
what do
dress.
they wear?
Oh, absolutely dressed.
They're wearing like clothing.
Yeah, suspenders, clothing. Yeah, they look like they're working people, Yeah, absolutely.
But they don't make cookies.
I don't. They may make cookies. Probably be the size of a pinhead. I wouldn't be able to see the cookie. 2 feet. Your cookie only gonna be like maybe mama cookies. The old ones. Cookie Crisp. Dude, it's the greatest thing ever, though.
What, touching base with them?
Yeah.
Did you feel like some sort of...
Because I felt like, where'd I land my spaceship on Fairy Tale Land?
Oh, man, this is amazing. You've never told me about
Like,
this.
hey, Tweedledee, where's Tweedledum?
I mean, I've always thought that
Well, I
there
didn't
was
think it was something that anyone would believe.
I always questioned. I
Why
always
would
knew.
you believe it?
I've always said Steve knows something.
I don't know anything.
You know the dirt people.
Well, yeah, but people ain't gonna believe it. You see the dirt people.
No, man, we need to go. We need to take this to the public.
You'll find the dirt people.
Why do
I
you-
don't
why
want
are the
to
dirt-
expose that. I would never expose the dirt people because then what? They'll kill them. Like fucking. There's too many dirt people. We're being invaded. And then what? These are the founders of the ground, of the area, of the knowledge, of the terrain, of the. It's like taking the fish out of the river because you want to, put, drink out of it or something. You don't do that. I wouldn't rat anyone out. I feel it would be bad luck because I was blessed enough
That's a blessed move, man.
to meet the
That's a
dark
blessed
people. I
move.
would never turn them in for any reason, just because they're different.
Well, you're safe with me,
It's
man.
sacred to me, Sacred.
But I think if the first
people
thing,
won't
the first
believe it.
thing that we can
Anyway.
figure out is we need to get back to Louisville, California,
they wouldn't let me
and we
take
need to
pictures.
talk to them.
He wouldn't let me take a picture or anything,
No,
No.
because what, they were probably less than knee high, right?
Or 2 feet. You could take a picture.
I'm not saying you couldn't take a picture, but I'm saying they were less than your knee high.
Yeah. Knee high was probably about right.
Did you feel like a
Yeah,
giant?
yeah.
Did you feel like a giant around these
No,
people?
I'm giant, yeah. I'm giant to them, for sure. They called me Frontier.
Frontier.
Yes, you're Frontier. Hello, Frontiersman.
I have a million questions to ask you about these birds.
What is your purpose in these areas? And so you have to explain your, So, yeah, but they are, but they already know. Like, yeah, we know this. We know this about you. Like, how do you know? We were watching you. Hello, frontiersman. I'll be honest with you, I remember the first one that I met, his name was Abraham.
Abraham.
He said his name was Abraham, yeah. His name was Abraham, and he looked like an Abraham,
Well, if
he was an elder, you could tell.
If you give me one detail about the dirt people that just stood out to you, one detail that said, this is the dirt people.
It was their facial.
They were round, like Chinese people?
Like the head and just like the features were like prominent, even though they were small. You could tell it wasn't a child, but they had like full human adult features, elder features, and the nose especially, like just big. Everything was, even the ears were like full grown ears on a small body, What? And their eyes were like gray. You look through, like they could see through you. Like it was weird. They thought if you look, you could tell they were elder.
Do you feel like they were
drawn to it?
Do you feel like they were always being honest with you, whatever they said?
Yeah, absolutely. I believe everything they said. Yeah, because the way they presented to you, and the questions were like questions that you would answer and know the answers to, but you felt like they knew the answer already, waiting for you to lie.
Answer that text, man. It might be the dirt people.
And they probably have my number. Are you looking at the game, Steve? Patriots and the Bills. Yeah, you bringing the lotion? Bring some Joba Joba. Greg said he'll bring Joba Joba over. I don't know what that is. Is that a drink? He said he has Joba Joba. I don't know what's that.
Probably weed.
I just see, are you looking at the game, Steve? Patriots and the
Well,
Bills?
I hid the other one. It's like kind of sexual. I thought I hid it. I have like an app on here that, like, if you put something pervert on there, it'll ask me if I want to.
So back to these dirt people, dude. Did you ever put one of them in your pocket?
No, I'm
like and say,
like if you shake their hand, it's like with your pinky. You know what I mean? Well, not really. It's more like maybe 3 fingers.
Two in a pink and one in a stink,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they're not like that.
Do you think they're like builders? Like, do they have
Absolutely.
Do they have electricity? Plumbers? All that?
Absolutely. They
Little
all look like working Bill.
Where do you think they get their material from?
Well, I mean, they're dirt people. They're resourceful. They could take things when you're not there. You know what I mean?
Like
Help yourself.
like a straw would run their main plumbing
Yo,
line.
isn't this crazy? Her arm's going out that way.
Yeah,
Her arm's
bamboo.
in the middle. My arm's going out the other way.
Yeah, it actually looks weird. It looks like. Wait a minute. Yeah, it looks like that's her arm. Like, it's weird.
You gotta
See
look
what I
up
mean,
the
though?
manzia. The manzia tree is the coolest tree in the world, man. Like, when you're out in California, Northern California, and you see one of these, they don't look like any other tree. And they're the hardest fucking wood. Like, if you try to cut one, it'll dull your saw, chainsaw.
Do they
It's
live?
hard as
Do
fuck.
they live? Do these dirt people live in the tops of these trees?
No, they live underneath the trees.
Underneath the trees.
Yeah, amongst the trees. Yeah.
Amongst the trees.
Yeah, and I'm not so sure that they don't have tunnels under the dirt. And that's why they're called.
They
dirt.
never talk to you about their living space
No,
or
they don't
anything.
show you that. No.
They never took you back to the house.
No.
Did you ever ask them?
No. I just said.
Did they ever make you any food?
No.
No.
No. No. No. not all wisdom.
No.
Yeah, they'll give you some like hints. And that's how I came up with the story about Crush. Was after I talked to the dirt people. Like these guys knew shit that I'm like, what are you, Oprah? Fucking. That's like, hey, what's your birthday? You know, palm readers.
Did you feel like a sense of relief after you had a conversation?
No,
with
I
the
felt
dirt
actually
people?
pretty uptight. Like, was that real? So I had to go back every day until they tell me again, because I was like, there's no way. I thought I dreamt it.
So you said most of the dirt people were men, right?
Well, yeah, I never met a woman, woman.
Are you 100% certain they had dicks? Like,
No, I'm not sure. I didn't
like,
ask.
did you ever see one pissing?
No.
Anything like that?
No, not at all. But I'm saying, like, you know, with procreation, you have to have a male and a female.
Well, it's not necessarily true, man. There might be something coming from outer fucking space putting these dirt people here.
No, these dirt people are real people.
They're real people.
Yeah, they're not alienated people. You know, they look just like humans. You know, and they have the same demeanor, except for like they're more wise.
Like a fucking China doll.
And they absolutely know about work. Like, you know, they're all working. Like, their hands are that way and like strong. Yeah, and stern with their talk. You know, like they'll curse like a sailor. You know what I mean?
What do you think the average age of these dirt people is?
It's hard to say because they.
Do you think they live longer than us?
Absolutely. Oh,
you think they might be like 200 years old?
Yeah, Abraham was old. You know, but he still was like very, very stout.
Jacked. He was jacked. Abraham
was
like
jacked. He was working.
Like he was building Noah's Ark.
Yep.
Dude, you might.
And he wasn't trying to like invent the wheel, and he wasn't like and he wasn't trying to like reinvent the wheel or nothing. Like the things he would tell you, like he already knew that you knew that.
Did he say it? Did he say it, or did he mentally send it to you? Or did you not even know?
No, you would think that, because you're thinking like, how would you know that? And then he'd tell it. Yeah. And then he would explain that, you know what I mean? Like, in a way you're like, yeah, that fucking guy ain't lying, you know?
Abraham sounds like a dog, man.
Yeah, it's actually pretty incredible, you know what I mean? It's not something I should brag about. You know what I mean? Like, the feeling that you got when you left there, you're like, well, should I tell anyone? No one's gonna believe me. I think they might even put that in your mind, you know, they don't wipe you clean. But they put it in a way where you don't actually, because you want to see them again, you want to...
Yeah, you want to go back.
You don't want to tell anyone.
No.
You know what I mean?
Are you sure they weren't making...
But they're not, like, threatening you.
Are you 100% sure they weren't making cookies up there?
I'm sure.
No cookies.
They may have. You know, I didn't smell any cookies. Yeah, they don't look like Keebler men.
Fuck.
No, these are in manzanita trees. You know what I mean?
Under the ground.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, they would be under the bush.
They were dirty looking, though.
No, not dirty looking.
They weren't dirty, but how'd you know they were?
I mean, someone had some dirt on them, but no, they referred to themselves as dirt people when I offended them and called them dwarfs. You know, and then I called them something else, and that wasn't right. And they corrected me and said, we're dirt. I didn't know what the fuck dirt people were. You know what I mean? Like, but they told me.
Do you think encounters like this happen every day across the world?
They told me that they knew me. You know.
They already knew you.
Yeah. Man. What?
Why do you think that is, man? Do you think they've ever exposed themselves to anybody else but you?
Oh, absolutely.
You sure?
But only certain people.
Are you sure, dude?
No, there's been many people.
This is pretty incredible.
I'm sure there's been many people in the same spot, but maybe not. Because I'm in the middle of a woods. There ain't no reason for me to fucking be there anyway.
Maybe you're asking. Maybe they're asking you, or they want you to be their voice to the people.
That's very possible. But they seem to, you know, I'm not saying. But the way they presented it, like they knew it was okay for them to talk to me. Like they knew me already. That's what was weird about the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, how
This
would
shit's
they,
crazy.
because the guy's telling me something, like, how would you even know that? And he's like, well, we watched you. I'm like, what? Like I was drawn into there. Like, well, I don't know no reason why I'm in these woods. There's nobody else going in there. It's fucking in the middle of no bubble.
Do you think they live like a normal life? Like if they have a boxing match,
I'm over,
could you get
it's
in
like
on
taking time to smell the roses and then something good happens.
it?
What?
Yeah, but I'm saying they might have like a boxing match, like their own world type shit, and
Oh,
maybe
I'm
you
sure.
could get in on that. You could be the world champion, dude, fighting these fucking little people. These dirt
I don't
fucking.
find any. I only want to go bigger. If I'm going to fight somebody, I want to fight the class above me. You know, anyone can fight the same. Fight.
Yeah, I mean they're less than me high, man.
You know, I like a challenge.
Yeah, but you could own their world then. You know,
I think
you'd be
that's-
the heavyweight champion of the world.
I believe that we're connected somehow. You know what I mean?
Do you,
If they
let me
trusted
ask you
me.
this:
They
Did you ever
trusted
see?
me.
Did you ever see the dirt people when you were a kid? How do
No,
you know they
no.
weren't following you?
No, but
forever?
I had this friend, like, I used to, like, you know where the toilet paper roll is? Well, we had these tiles. Okay, it was a tiled wall, like the old school big fucking square tiles, nice rounded edges, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of fucking, you know, 60s.
Yeah.
Well, for some reason, my mom used to make me sit on the fucking toilet. I think I had a constipation fucking problem. But, like, you know, it's just like you can't leave the table before you eat all your fucking peas and shit. Well, it was the same thing. They treat you like that for everything when you're a kid back then. So now you can't poop. Well, you will sit there till you gotta poop. So I would be bored as shit, right? Why does
Trying to pinch one out.
Yeah, but I'm not allowed to get off until I go. Like, I'm bored now.
And that's
my
when
ass
you met
fucking
the
hurts.
dirt people.
No, that's when I met this person that came out of the fucking tile wall when I would knock on the fucking tile. It was only the one above the toilet paper roll. Like, I'm just sitting there trying to take a shit. So one time I knocked on this fucking tile, and this fucking guy comes out of there, and he's like, my name is Maggie. How you doing? I'm like, what's up? And he's like my own personal friend, but it was only when I sat on the toilet would knock on the fucking tile.
How many times?
Maggie
How many
was-
times did you visit Maggie?
Maggie
throughout your
was
life?
my friend.
For a long time?
Yeah, but no one else would talk to me. Maggie would.
For like 10 years.
Only when I would knock on the tile.
Yeah, but for how
So
long?
I was like 12. Yeah.
So like you had a good
No
4
one
or
else
5
knew.
years with
and
Maggie.
I would never told anyone else about Maggie either. Yeah.
So was it like 1 knock, 2 knocks? Like what did you have to do to meet Maggie?
Top tap. And it was, and I don't even know why I knocked on the fucking
Double tap.
A double tap.
You didn't have to like show your wiener or anything to Maggie.
No queer shit. Nope. In fact, I don't even know why I did it.
But you're in there taking a dump.
Yeah, I was in there for a long fucking time.
It took a while.
So I had to do something.
I
So I was
understand.
just like, oh, okay. And there's the toilet paper.
So-
And I was like, took.
So what was you like? What would be a basic conversation between you and Maggie?
I most of the time I would start out by complaining the fact that Mom was making me sit here, and I just want to talk to somebody.
No.
So then Maggie would talk to me and listen to me.
What would he or she say?
Yeah, I really don't know their sexual.
Orientation.
No, yeah, it was just like his voice, you know. And he talks to me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like it would be
Yeah,
show you encouragement, like let it go, Steve.
Yeah,
Take a dump.
more
You
so.
you gotta let go of your demons.
It was more like, there was no, like, questioning me a whole lot. It was just, like, answering my thought, yeah.
That's
Yeah, but it was my friend, like, you know, like, I felt it okay sitting there that long, because
First the
I
dirt
knew,
people, now Maggie. The
I was
toilet
hoping
paper
Maggie would come out, you know what I mean? Like, Maggie, no, it's me. Yeah, I'm sitting here again. Mom made me sit yeah. Mom, it's okay. All right then. Well, all right, thanks. You know, and then all of a sudden, like, yeah, sometimes I would poop, and I could get off of there. You know.
Did Maggie ever hand you any presents? Anything for you?
No, but Maggie was cool because Maggie always listened and talked to me. He never yelled at me. Yeah, never yelled. It was cool. Maggie was good. I don't know. It was like an imaginary friend I had. I was like, I'm too old.
Have you ever went for a psych test?
I didn't have to like sit on the toilet anymore. I could go on my own. Like I didn't have to be told. So Maggie wasn't there no more. I thought like, will somebody please just tell me once you go take a poop, so Maggie will come back. But Maggie wouldn't come back. She was gone.
Did Maggie wipe her ass when you were little or
No,
something? Nothing.
No, but he would encourage me like it was a good idea to make sure I was good and clean, do it right. Yeah, there's no bad intentions there.
Nothing sexual.
Never.
Are you certain about that?
Never.
He never like tapped the ball sack or
No,
nothing?
absolutely not. No way. I
I'm
mean, I
fucking-
would watch Mr. Rogers. I thought that guy was fucking weird. So no way. If Maggie came out and started talking shit like that, no way about your loafer. No, I thought that. And I could watch that. I don't want to watch this guy's like a clown.
Did Maggie ever smell like alcohol?
No.
No.
No, I'm telling you, it was good. Maggie was cool. You know?
Dude, you have lived one of the most interesting lives.
I mean, Maggie's the only
world.
person that would listen to me. I didn't have to worry about it, Maggie. Yeah, cool. Yeah, Maggie was cool. My best friend. Before I knew what friends were.
Well, I'm your friend now, man.
Yeah.
And I feel almost empowered now that I got the dirt people.
Well, I mean,
Maggie.
I don't tell people
got-
about dirt people because most people would think that I'm crazy.
No, dude. No way.
But it really exists.
No way.
Yeah, you can look it up. There's probably maybe somebody met them else. You know, dirt people are real. Yeah, it's not fake. It's real.
That's amazing, man.
I'm blessed. Yeah. Yeah, I don't always get to see the dirt people. I may go there for 100 times and never see a dirt people person again. You know, you gotta be in the right spot at the right time. And they already know what you're thinking, so like they, are not gonna come out if you're not in the right frame of mind. I believe that 100%. Because I did it like a bunch of times and nobody came. And then perfect. Same spot.
You think you gotta have a soft spot in your
And maybe I
heart.
wasn't in the right spot.
You gotta have a soft spot in your heart to make it happen.
Hey, I think you gotta be pure in mind to for them to accept you ahead of time. I'm not sure you could trick them so well about that. Like, nah. Can't call them. There ain't no calls. There ain't no. Yeah, it's just.
Well, how about this Maggie that used to watch you go to the bathroom when you were a little boy?
No, they would just talk to me.
Yeah, but would Maggie ever reoccur in your life at any point as a teenager, as an adult?
No.
I mean, this thing used to just watch you go to the bathroom as a little boy. It sounds
Yeah,
a little
and
rude.
just talk to me while I'm going to bed, and have met my friend to talk to because I was there so long that now I have a friend to talk to. Yeah.
Are you sure nothing weird ever occurred between you?
Never anything. No weirdness. No, not at all. No, there's no. It was all very, very, very just. It was not third person shit. It was It was good. It was. I'm pretty sure. I don't understand why it was, important, but it was. Yeah.
Well, I think
I felt like that was I was pissed if two knocks and
I think that everybody gets 3 blessings in life. 3. And
Three.
that comes with having a child,
Oh yeah, that's a great blessing.
your wife, and a miracle.
Miracle?
And a miracle.
Not
may
everybody
just-
gets a miracle though.
Yeah, amen.
You can't
I'm
ask
just
for a
saying that what
miracle.
you're telling me is a fucking miracle.
I don't
You
think
got
so.
little people. You got little people.
Dirt people.
Dirt people. Sorry.
No, you can't call them.
Did he get
They're
pissed?
offended. That's why I
Really?
know that they were dirt people because they corrected me. It was like George, no, I don't know what. Dirt people. Man, dirt people. I'm sorry. I offended you. My name is Abraham. Abraham. And he looked like an Abraham. Like you would think Abraham is like a very older, distinguished, probably smart person, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, he definitely would be like, yeah, guy looked like a miniature Moses. Yeah.
Did they have like weird shoes on where their toes curled up?
I mean, a lot of them didn't have shoes. They had sandals on.
Sandals?
Yeah. Sandals.
Like wooden
and
sandals?
Like stubby toes. You know what I mean?
Like they were gnawed on?
They were walking a while.
Weird,
they were walking a while, you know what I mean? Like, where did you, like nomads, like, wow, like the sandals look older than they did. You're like, what? You're still wearing those. And they look brand new.
Steve, if I ever asked you for anything in my life,
suspenders,
as your friend, I want the opportunity to meet these little people. And I'm hoping that you can take me to the hills to show me.
Okay, I'll show you the area. It's up to you if you see them or not. You know what I mean? But I show you the area where I see them. You know what I mean? There's many areas. But I could show you where they would be. It's like, you go to certain plants, identify certain things within the atmosphere, the ecosystem, and everything like that. They're more prevalent. Like, certain plants, like if you want to look for gold, like there's certain plants that are going to grow in the area as top cover. It's not just guessed. It's all more in depth. And yeah, they teach me that too, how to identify areas of source. Indians were smart like that. They always followed creeks and rivers because they need water. Like they're smart. Like
after the smoke,
it's your mom's birthday.
After the smoke, we gotta go, man.
We're gonna look for dirt people.
No.
Jump on a plane.
No,
you guys
we gotta go to bed. We gotta go to bed. I gotta work in the morning.
I gotta work tomorrow.
Well, it's smart that you do the same thing, man.
Yeah, now you got me thinking about dirt people.
Oh, I've never experienced it.
You may never. You got to go to Northern California to see dirt people. I mean, they may exist in Arizona or somewhere like that, but manzanita trees only grow on the West Coast.
Shit. What do you think draws them to the manzanita tree?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
And you never felt threatened ever by the manzanita tree?
Look at the manzanita tree.
Yeah, but that's a small one. They get bigger than that. Yeah, they're prevalent. Yeah, if you find an old one.
You never felt threatened.
Like, that's the thing. Like, if you find an old manzanita tree, yeah, there you go. That's it. That's it.
So
they live under
leaves or nothing? It looks like a dead tree?
No, but it has like exfoliating bark. It's kind of interesting. They can be of different size.
And they live under the roots.
Yeah, they're underneath, yeah.
They're underneath it fucking tree.
It's very, very hard wood, man. It's very interesting.
At first, though, I can't imagine
beautiful leaves.
I can't imagine
almost like eucalyptus.
I can't imagine that you weren't nervous and that you weren't scared. And that you didn't think at first, like,
I wasn't scared.
Like these little motherfuckers. I was
walking in the middle of the woods.
These little motherfuckers are
if I was scared, I was walking in the middle of the woods.
I'm going to start punting you motherfuckers.
No.
You never threatened them. You never, you got a problem, motherfucker?
I thought I was dreaming. And I was in, a relaxed state of mind.
We got to go back, dude.
How do you when somebody knows your name.
They knew your name before you said your name?
Yes.
Did they say, Steve, we've been waiting for you?
We were watching you.
What?
Yes. We were watching you.
Did they?
Welcome, frontiersman.
No.
They called me frontiersman. The first guy. I only met one. And then the second time I met somebody else. Mm-hmm. He wasn't Abe. No. Definitely not Abe.
Was he an asshole?
No, he was just younger.
Oh.
He was younger, you could tell. I didn't like him as much. He was kind of too many questions.
But just out of curiosity,
he kept asking about the belt.
A fist fight, you versus one of the dirt people. Did you win?
They might be able to climb up you like a squirrel. Like he looks strong as shit for his size.
Yeah, but you don't think you could beat the shit? You
Oh,
couldn't,
definitely.
Like,
I would definitely punt.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's all I mean.
Yeah,
Just
man.
because I'm concerned
But
about safety.
But you know how little people have like that little man's disease? These guys look like they could be like that. Like they already have an attitude. Like almost they could control you by their mind.
They could mind fuck you.
Yeah. Or confuse you.
No.
And like imagine, like I
Like
said,
they
there's 100
use a
of them,
radio wave,
but 100
or
of them
like
to one of you.
the smell of cookies. What
100
do they do?
Well, it's 100 of them. They're tribal. So like you're talking to one, but there's 100 right there. Like they could take you over. Like damn,
Do you think they eat their own?
no, I don't believe that.
You don't think that you?
No, I believe
Would you
they
be
eat
at all surprised if the next time you seen the dirt people, you seen one chewing on one's leg?
I wouldn't believe. I would believe that they eat something off of that manzita tree. They hang around him a lot. That's the only time I've seen
Do
them.
you think that they party?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they tell you that?
The guy seemed drunk. Abe.
Abe seemed drunk.
As much.
Do
Yeah.
you think maybe shrooms, like something natural?
But he was like wise at the same token. Like
Ecstasy.
a peyote or something. I don't know. I have no idea, man. But to be able to know your name,
That's 41 minutes. Is that long enough?
telepathy. You know, it's kind of mind controlling, man. Like you
Give that video.